Today we are going to talk about why should zoos be banned. Whenever we came across the word zoo, we usually acknowledge it as a place to watch and get to know the animal species there. People say that zoos have good deeds for animals and humans because zoos are tourist attraction and a place to protect animals from extinction. However, did we realize the misery and cruelty that happens behind the closed door? Some people think zoos should be banned due to animal cruelty. Personally, I believe that zoos should be closed because zoos will bring more harm than good. Besides, I personally think that zoo is not a natural habitat to the animals. The animals were supposed to live freely. They were supposed to live in a place just like in jungle, in river, just like their habitat. Just imagine we humans living in a jail. Imagine being separate from family, from relative, just to become an entertainment for humans. Yes, that's how the animals will feel. Hence why I support the idea of zoo should be closed. I'm gonna pass to my group mate to elaborate the point of why zoo should be banned.
Zoos in the whole world may seem to protect these animals from dangers, illness, and even extinction. To some people, it may seem exciting to visit these zoos. However, have you all people seen the suffering and depression of what the animals have gone through? Many of these creatures are growing up without any help from the parents. They are not provided with the basic skills to live. Animals do have emotions too, just like us humans. Most of the baby animals are brought to the laboratory for the sake of being experimented, while they were being kept in cage, left alone while crying out, looking for their mothers. Diet is also a growing concern, a major concern at the zoo. They are even being fed with an unhealthy foods like rotten vegetables, fruits full of fungus. It could poison them. The worst part is, recently in Zoo Negara, it was spotted by the visitors where an orangutan was eating plastics. These things shouldn't be happen to them.
Zoo Negara, I saw one of your animal is eating plastic. Please help them. Oh my god.
Animals are living in a poor environment. The condition of the sanctuary look very unkept. There are some places the animals are being trained to do skills beyond their capability. For example, elephants. It usually occurs in Thailand. They had to stand only on their two legs until they are mentally and physically broken. Regardless of how exhausted the elephants are, the show still goes on. They even being tied with ropes and they are hurting. They will get abused and tortured if they do not obey the commands. They are being forced with violence. It is clear that some animals in zoos, they behave differently in a negative manner in zoos than in their natural habitat. They develop a disturbing neurotic behaviors like repetitive swaying, hip bobbing, and even act violently, crashing the glass to escape from the place. All animals that are caged and isolated must feel stressed out and having mental and physical issues. I strongly believe that zoos are not good for both public and animals. They are crying to be free. They are already living in their own habitats to live their life to the fullest.
Isn't it beautiful to watch all these wildlife animals running around and having fun in their own natural habitat? These beautiful and majestic wildlife animals should not even be in confined spaces in the first place. They should be able running around playing in their own natural habitat. And I know that most children find that this out at the zoo as an amazing experience where they can get up close to their favorite animals, large and small, from far-flung places that they may only have seen on picture or books or on TV. But the reality is not always pretty or cute. Zoos are sad places for animals. As an animal lover, I don't understand why anyone finds enjoyment in seeing magnificent creatures such as tigers or lions behind the bars. Even with those that look as though they might be having fun, the monkeys or the penguins, and just think how much it is more exciting it will be to see them swinging in the jungle rather than in a cage or hunting on the ice caps instead of being thrown fish at feeding time. So I would like to share an experience that I have when I was volunteering at one of our local zoo. So you see, I was excited to know what happened hours before the gate is open to the public, to the visitors, right? So I arrived there around 7 in the morning and the gate is open around 9 in the morning, and I was given few tasks such as cleaning up the cages. I also had the chance to feed the animals, and you know, when I was feeding the animals, my heart is aching for them. And because I didn't expect that the animals will be given rotten fruits, rotten vegetables, you know. And I also remember tears running down my face when I was lifting the food basket, you know. I also saw a lion sitting in the corner of its place, you know, looking all sad and depressed, probably thinking about this that he spent locked up, you know, in a place that it cannot have any freedom or chance to show its skills on hunting animals. And not to mention that the lion was skinny and looked very, very malnourished. You know, the lion was extremely thin as noodle. So can you imagine what happened in the zoo? Like, what is being hid from the public, what the public doesn't know about the zoo. Also, the zoo's environment and animals' condition. Elephants are chained. Elephant, tiger, lions are chained in cruel and illegal manner up to 15 hours when they are not performing any shows. So imagine someone chained you in order to gain money from the visitor. It is sad, it is heart-wrenching and disturbing to see a poor tiger to be abused in order to take photos with the visitors. You know, it chained for hours, trained to not flinch when human pet them or touch them. You know, it is a wild animal and it should not be subjected to any to such treatment. You know, not only is it inhuman to treat the tiger in such a manner, not only tiger, any wildlife animal, you know, it is also dangerous for patrons. It is so wrong in every way when human can pet wild animals without having any fears. As you know, as you should know, okay, humans should not have any direct contact with wildlife animals. I believe in that. I believe that humans should not have any direct contact with wildlife animals. Even if you want to, maybe you can like go to the sanctuary, you know, see them from afar, you know, bring your binocular and see them from afar. It's not okay, it's not alright for you to be able to see them up close and have contact with them. I will leave you with a video that shows a whale that has been swimming in the same pool for 50 years, and please think about that.
that our investigation has revealed that the 9 elephants in the zoo were being secretly kept behind the scenes, away from the public eye, and they are chained in a cruel and illegal manner when not performing in shows.
Smile right in front of you! The elephant smiling! That is how the elephant smile. 大象小. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That is how elephants smile, okay? The elephant mouth, right 2 legs. And the runners stand on top of their forehead. Ladies and gentlemen, the sing-along, the elephant show! Wow, marvelous! Please play this song. Whoa, allow it. Okay. Alright, thank you. Mr. Samia, thank you. Mr. Yusuf, thank you.
In a nutshell, the zoo in fact has caused the endangered species to be more on the edge of extinction. The nature of their habitats are being forcefully declined and has caused the ecosystem to be disrupted, and I would say it will affect many other creatures. In one article from Sentient Media, they agreed that the existence of zoos caused animals far more harm than good. It is because the animals that is being kept, they were actually facing traumas more than feeling safe, as they are being brought out of their habitats to fit in and adapting themselves to the human nature and being displayed in front of the eyes of mankind. In my personal opinion, I would say that we as a human, we need to have the values of humanity. We need to have the values of not being selfish because we always took for granted all the blessings that has been blessed upon us, and we need to remind ourselves that we are not the only creatures who reside the world, because there are a lot of other creatures who reside the world. Therefore, we need to respect and we need to live in harmony, because in the end, if you disrupt the creatures of God, then it will come back to you. You are the one who caused the destruction in this world, and you have to face it. That's all from us. Thank you very much.